Hi guys, welcome back to another video. It is February, which means a new TBR video. I've got my TBR jar. Now, last month I managed to read 5 books. I think 2 of which were on my TBR. So the ones that I didn't end up reading in January, that was on my TBR, Aragon and Bridgerton. I did not get to those, but that's okay. That means it's just added to the list again. So I've got my hefty books over here, so I'm going to go through them. I did in fact buy a couple more books, which I will just show you now. It is this one, which is My Dark Romeo, which is a romance book. This one, which is The Name of the Wind, I got this at like a secondhand bookstore and it was like $5. So I got that one, and I also got this one, which is I can't tell what is the name of the book. Maybe it is Lucia, I'm not sure. But this one is set in, what's it called? The 1950s, and it's more of a romance book as well. So I also have some rereads that I really want to do, so I popped them on my TBR as well. Okay, so without further ado, let's get stuck into it. Okay, so quite honestly, it would not be one of my videos if my washing machine was not going. So that is going at the moment. That's what you can hear in the background. I am a little bit unwell, so I will try and do my best in this video to get it done and get it uploaded for you. So this is my little TBR jar. Let's pick out, we are picking out 4 books again because I pick at least one that I definitely want to read for myself, and that is another Jane Austen book. Actually, I will just show you them quickly because I got a really pretty collection. I got this gift set collection of 3 of the Jane Austen books. I love them. I have been wanting to buy this for such a long time, and I thought that maybe it was just my Christmas present to myself. So I read Pride and Prejudice last month, so I think I am going to read Emma this month. I do know a little bit of the story of Emma, but I don't know it in full detail, so I will be reading that as my pick for February. So I'm just going to pick one. There's like 5 attached to it. Okay, a book with an animal on the cover. Okay, so let's have a look. None of these have animals. That doesn't have an animal. Pink. Does a dragon count as an animal? I'm not sure. This one also doesn't have. Oh, okay, we have a fish. I've got a fish. The thing is, I think that's all of my TBR. Harry Potter doesn't even have it on there. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's go with a fish. I haven't read this. This is someone else's bookmark, so I should probably take that out. It's a bit rusty dusty. But yeah, does a fish, I mean, a fish or a dragon, but I feel like a dragon is more fantasy. Let's do this one, which is Our Chemical Hearts. I'm really interested in this. I did watch the movie, so I kind of have an idea of it, and she's pretty small, so I feel like she's going to be easy to get through, which I love. Alright, the next one is, I feel like I want to do like a little one. Part of a series. Oh, I had this last month, didn't I? Part of the series, and I picked Bridgerton. Okay, so let's pick Bridgerton again, even though Aragon is also part of the series. And I believe that they're both the start of a series. So let's do Bridgerton. I feel like I need to get ones at the bottom because the ones that I did last month are probably at the top. Okay, what's this one? Recommended by a friend. Recommended by a friend. I mean, none of these were recommended by a friend. Let's choose a different one. I don't have a very big TBR collection to do that yet. Okay, what's this one? Most recent purchase. Okay, so my most recent purchase were out of these 2. These are my most recent purchase. I did in fact buy this one, as I said, as well. Do I want to read this one over these two? Yes. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not really in the mood for this type of fantasy right now. And I also ended up getting the second in the series. So yes, even though it's like part of a series, I haven't read the first one yet. So, and then this one is just another romance book, and I already have 2 romance books. So in saying that, this is also a romance book, but I like this one better. I think I want to read this one. And the 4th and final book is, in fact, I got another little one. A book becoming a movie. None of these are becoming a movie. I mean, Aragon is a movie, but it's not becoming a movie. Reread a favorite. Oh, that's gonna be hard. Both of these are my favorite, but I do love this one. But I haven't read this one in such a long time, and this was the cutest book. I got it as like a second-hand book, and it was just such a beautiful, beautiful book. I'll see if I'll read the back to you. So it says, Penny Stanley's marriage to Daniel is falling apart, and so is their shabby tea house on Mulberry Street. But its customers love the cozy atmosphere and luscious desserts. Penniless artist Brenda sits writing letters to Nicolas Cage. Sadie finds refuge from her diet and her husband in a slice of rich cherry cheesecake, and Claire returns to the tea house in search of love. As Penny takes action to spruce up the tea house, she discovers it's a magical place with secrets of its own. I loved this book. It was such a beautiful, cozy little book. And I never actually finished it. I got so close to the end, but then just didn't end up finishing it. I'm not sure why. I did love this book, and I do remember it being just such a cozy little vibe. So maybe I will do this one instead. Okay, we have a big month of romance to come, which is kind of good because I think that last month it was a lot of fantasy. And I also had a mystery book in there as well. So I feel like I don't read any of those books as fast as I generally read a romance novel, but these are good. I'm excited. We've got a lot of different thicknesses in there, so I think that's good. I'm not sure which one I'm going to start first. Maybe My Dark Romeo. I have been wanting to read this for quite some time, so I'm kind of interested in that one. It was just one that I saw. I kind of fell in love with the cover, and it is a enemies to lovers, so I just assumed that I'm gonna love that. But yeah, those are the four for this month. I'm excited to get stuck into them and reading them, and of course we've also got Emma on my list as well. So that's all very exciting. Now I did want to actually share with you, I started my little reading journal. Last year I kind of just put like what books I read for the month in, but then I was watching another girl's video of her reading journal and I kind of loved the stats of it. So I'm just going to show you it quickly. It's not good at all. I'm creative, but I'm not like the arts type of creative, like scrapbooking and artistic things I'm not good at, but like more creative things I'm good at. Like when it comes to a computer, but drawing and everything else definitely not good at. So let me just show you that real quick. I'm just saying it now, okay, but you are not allowed to judge. Alright, so the first thing that I've got is a Hall of Fame, which is where my 5-star and 4.5-star reads are gonna go. So I've just done like a little black border with some stars down there as well. And I haven't had a 4.5, oh, maybe I have actually. Okay, one can possibly be in there. I also have my 25 in 25, so 25 books that I really, really want to read in 25. I am trying to figure out if I'm going to list them or if I'm going to put the little book pictures of each one, but I don't think 25 are going to fit in here, so I might just write them down and then kind of like tick them off like a to-do list. Then I've also got my reading records. So I've just done 2 pages. I have no idea how many books I'm gonna read this year. I don't really have a goal in mind. of the number of books. Last year I definitely did, like I wanted to read 60 books and I hit that. So I'm really proud of that. But this year I want to fall more in love with reading and reading for fun. So I've just got like the title, the author, the book that it is. So like where I'm reading it in my list. And then my star rating. All of this is in my everyday journal as well. I've got my most anticipated reads, which I'm definitely going to print out the covers and stick them here. My rereads, I'm also going to do the same with that one. Then I've got a series tracker. I really liked that this girl had done a series tracker. So I've got all of the series that I'm kind of in the middle of and haven't finished reading. And then I think if I start any new series, I will add it here as well. And then it's basically you just coloring in the square of which ones out of the series you have read. And then I've also got a tracker of like, so in January, how many books you've read, in February, how many books you've read. And then this one is like how many romance, fantasy, mystery books I have read. I haven't finished coloring in the border here. And then the colored squares relate to what genre of book it was. So yeah, I thought I'd just share that with you. It's nothing crazy. And then of course I will do like my monthly layouts as well in there. But yeah, nothing crazy, but it's fun. It's a bit of fun to like see how I go with reading again this year and what books I have fallen in love with this year. As always, my TBR is a very short and quick video, so thank you so much for watching. I will be sharing my thoughts on my January, February and March books at the end of March, so I will tell you all about them. Those videos I will be doing like every 3 months, so you will definitely find out what I think about these books, but for now you're gonna have to wait until March. So yes, thank you again so much for watching and helping me pick my books for February. Thanks guys.